Join us as we take an adventure in home design, from an Asian-inspired house disguised as a barn to a contemporary cottage with one of the coolest countertops you've ever seen.
They took metal shavings out of a machine shop and sprinkled it into the concrete.
We've got 4 incredible homes from across the country, all built on a surprisingly low budget.
I had $5,000 to do my kitchen.
Still gave us the look we wanted, but saved us a lot of money.
Find out how creative homeowners are thinking beyond the box to build affordable homes next. First up, Durham, North Carolina, to meet 2 homeowners who have 2 completely different ideas about what they wanted in a dream house. The combined result, a highly fashionable farmhouse.
I love this house. When I get home, I don't want to go anywhere.
It's like living in a dream. You know, like, I still wake up and go, I'm really here.
Wow, I've got a fabulous house.
That's right. It's just amazing.
For dentist Efren Zambrana, a.k.a. Dr. Z, and his partner Dale High, their fabulous house is an eclectic blend of ideas that's been in the works for years. But what they wanted was 2 opposite styles.
You wanted a high-tech house, and I wanted a farmhouse, and I got a high-tech farmhouse.
From the outside, it looks like a farmhouse, but once you get inside, you start seeing some of the contemporary features.
Immediately, you'll see the dining room on the left and the master bedroom on the right, which can be closed off. And then you come to the country kitchen, which is a den and a kitchen all wrapped into one.
A spiral staircase takes you to a second-floor study. Then up again to a treetop view.
The cupola, which is just a single room with catwalk floor, 2 window seats that are as big as day beds, and a lot of light coming down.
Dale and Dr. Z put years of thought into their plan, but when it came time to build, they decided to hand it over to a professional for fine-tuning.
When I realized that they had been thinking about this house for 15 years, it was a bit daunting because I'm not sure if I can live up to this, this expectation that they have.
The relationship between architect and client turned out to be a fabulous collaboration, and it was the budget that proved daunting.
Well, we had an original budget that we found very constraining very quickly.
In fact, we blew it the first day.
Fortunately, they reined themselves in, modified a few design ideas, and managed to build their dream home for just under $500,000. One way they saved money was with the foundation.
Due to the restrictive covenants of this area, we were required to cover up any cinder blocks with either brick veneer or stucco, and that tends to be pricey.
Instead of covering them, they made them look like stone.
Split-face concrete blocks are the actual foundation. It's made like normal concrete block, but they make them 2 at a time. They crack in between the 2 blocks and they split, and it gives them this sort of rough, irregular face that mimics granite or stone.
Inside, Dale was looking to give their country kitchen some modern spice.
For the countertops, we looked at marble, but I wasn't really happy with the marble because it seemed so cold. This concrete we used here has something called fossils in it. They took metal shavings out of a machine shop and sprinkled it into the concrete. It gives it a really unique sort of look.
The only downside to the fossilized concrete is the price.
The fossilized concrete for the island was about $100 a square foot. So we went a little over budget on that, and we decided to save some money by going with the laminate on the back. The laminate we used was meant to mimic stainless steel. By using the laminate on the back instead of the same fossilized concrete, we saved about $4,000. I love the way it looks.
Those contemporary metal accents are seen throughout the house, even in the central hallway, where the main feature is all steel.
The house is very vertical, so we needed something that tied it in the vertical dimensions.
The custom spiral staircase also ties in with warm bamboo treads and a funky finish that actually saved them money.
Rather than painting the staircase after it's been installed here in the house, we decided to have it galvanized in the factory. And not only is it industrial looking, but it also will last forever.
It's like having a sculpture right in the middle of your house.
In the dining room, they mixed the contemporary design with a Japanese flair that fit nicely into the budget.
In the dining room, we were looking at some really contemporary fixtures that were going to set us back a couple of $1,000. But instead, we went with the paper lanterns, and that set us back maybe $60. I love the way they look in here. I think they fit in very well with the rest of the furniture.
After 15 years in the planning and 1 year under construction, Dale and Dr. Z are finally at home in their high-tech farmhouse.
Everything we wanted to get in our house, we got.
Want to see more photos of this incredible house? Go to hgtv.com/box.